everyone. Welcome to Linear Algebra and Differential Equations. I am your instructor this semester. My name is Jessica Kwong. Before we continue with this orientation, I would like you to take a moment and think about whether this is the right class for you. A lot of students take the class online because the time is flexible. However, the fact that you're not in a classroom, in a lecture, have the instructor break down the materials in front of you could be a little bit challenging. So please take a moment and think whether you could go into the classroom and take this class on site. Now, if you decide to continue with this online class, let's go ahead and talk about some of the policies in my syllabus. So for the first part of this orientation, I will go over my syllabus. And for the second part, I will help you to sign up for my math lab and introduce some important features inside my math lab. I will talk about the two textbooks I will use in the graphing calculator, assignments you are going to have in my class, grading policy, attendance policy, the midterm, and the final. In this class, I will use linear algebra during the first 8 weeks. And linear algebra comes with my math lab, so you will submit your homework online. And for the second half of the semester, I will go over differential equations. And when you purchase the My Math Lab access code, the book doesn't come with, the differential equations book doesn't come with your purchase. Unfortunately, that is the way it is. However, because I'm going to assigning homework from the book and you're going to submit everything on paper, you're welcome to use any version and any edition of this differential equations book. Just use that as your reference if you wish. You're allowed to use a graphing calculator during the exam, and I highly recommend one. You're allowed to use any model you wish, but this is the model I'm going to use for my demonstration. You will have a set of homework due every Sunday. And throughout the semester, you will have 2 quizzes before the midterm and 2 quizzes after the midterm. Before the midterm and the final, I will give you a practice exam. The practice exam is twice as long as the actual exam. And this is my grading policy. Notice the exams are 50% of your grade, and the homework is 25% of your grade. Make sure you do those, and the quiz and discussion board. This is an online class. You do not have to go into a classroom, but you might be dropped from the class for inactivity. Inactivity means you miss 6 or more homework assignments, 2 or more quizzes, or the midterm. Now let's talk about the actual exams. During each exam, you're allowed to bring 1 page of note front and back. It has to be 100% handwritten with no examples, especially the examples from your practice exam. you do not have to take, there is no scheduled exam. So you have to schedule your own exam in the testing center. And the midterm must be taken on or before the Friday, March 27. And the final must be taken on or before the Friday, May 29th. If you're a local student, you could follow the first link to schedule your exam. Make sure you make your reservation as early as possible, preferably just right now, to avoid surprise. If you're not a local student, you may follow the second link and hire your own proctor. Those two links are also inside my Math Lab. Now I want to talk about my Math Lab and some of the important features inside my Math Lab. So this is the website we are going to use this entire semester. So go ahead and type in mymathlab.com and then click Student, and you will see this page over here. Now click Register Now, and it will ask for your course ID, and the course ID is KUANG 25085. Once you enter that, on the right hand side you will see a little summary of my course. And if you have a My Math Lab account in the past, go ahead and sign in. If you have not used My Math Lab in the past, go ahead and create an account. Make sure when you create the account, you use an email address which you will check every day. And then verify the class. For now, you could go to the bottom and choose the temporary access. And the temporary access could be 14 or 17 days, depend on the class. And I don't know how much the access code is going to cost you. It should be around $100. On the right hand side, you're probably seeing someone else's course that my screen says TM1, but your screen should say Math 285 Spring and then CRN number. So it should be my class. And still I'm using someone else's class as my example over here, but once you sign up, you verify, you click enter the class. Over here, it should be a link to my class, and when you're ready to pay, you could come back over here and click and pay with the access code or your credit card. Just make sure you pay before your temporary access expires. Here's some deadlines. You must sign up for My Math Lab with a temporary access code by February 9th. So you have a week to do so. In fact, your first set of assignment will due by the end of first Sunday. So if you sign up on February 9th, you already missed the first 5 assignments. Let me turn off my cell phone. So make sure you sign up as soon as possible. You must score 100% on orientation quiz. Orientation quiz just covered whatever I just said. And you must purchase a permanent access code by February 15. After that day, I will assume you do not want to remain in the class anymore, and I will start dropping students. Now let's look at my Math Lab. When you enter my course, yes, that has the right information now. The default page you will see is the calendar. On the calendar, every Sunday you're going to see this little homework icon. If you hover around that icon, you will be able to enter the homework directly from here. Another way to enter the homework is use LA, that means linear algebra assignments. You could go into the assignments that way. Once in a while, I'll put an announcement over here, so make sure you either check your email or check the announcement when you enter my Math Lab. And under syllabus and important files, you will find syllabus, the detailed syllabus over here. Make sure you download a copy for yourself and read it before you start the orientation quiz. And after I made the slide over here, I also put in some links for the testing center, or if you need a plotter, there is a link over here as well. The next one is homework help. That is basically my discussion board. Make sure you post your introduction over here as part of your grade. And you could use homework help to ask questions about the homework. And once in a while, I'm going to videotape some homework solution and post it over here. And quizzes. 4 times a semester, I will post the quiz questions in PDF files. And you need to download everything here. There is instruction over here. Just make sure you follow the instruction and repost your solution before the deadline. Now, gradebook. You could use the gradebook to check your overall grade. And if you click on detail, I give you a little breakdown of your overall grade. And next to each assignment, you could click review. It will bring up the homework assignment. You will see which question you missed and which question you did correctly. Oops. And inside with each homework assignment, if you see a little cross on top, that means you get the question incorrectly. Get in there and then hover around the box. It will compare your answer with the correct answer. So that's a little bit feature of my Math Lab. And this is the end of my orientation. Make sure you sign up for my Math Lab right now and download a copy of my syllabus. And if you have any question, please do not hesitate to ask me. Just shoot me an email or post your question on the discussion board. Okay, hopefully we will have a very successful semester, and let's communicate constantly.